Hello and welcome back to the channel for updates in the Vallow Daybell case for today, July 30th, 2021. There's a whole bunch of new filings, and some of them are kind of important, so let's jump right into it. First, from last week, we have a filing from John Pryor for a change of venue. Now, we've seen this from him before in the other case against Chad, and we're going to get to that case in a second. But here he is filing the motion to change venue for the newer case, which is the murder charges. Now, I'm not going to bother reading it. It's the same as the other motion. He is asking for the court to have a hearing so they can present arguments describing to the court why they want to change the venue to another area outside of this judicial district. So we could possibly have a hearing on that soon, and we'll get to see the arguments. Now, there was some debate back and forth between the state and the defense about the witnesses that John Pryor wanted to call for his change of venue, so that may take place again in more filings coming up soon, but we'll keep an eye on that. All right, moving on. There was another motion that John Pryor also filed last week, motion for grand jury transcript. Very simple. Comes now the defendant by and through his attorney, John Pryor, and moves this honorable court for its order for the production and preparation of a complete and accurate transcript of the grand jury proceedings in the above entitled action from the indictment dated May 24th, 2021. He's just asking for a transcript of the grand jury. No big deal. Will we get to see it? I don't know. I think it might stay sealed unless it comes up at trial, in which case we'll get to hear whatever portions of it they introduce. Okay, next, this is the big one. A lot of people are a little bit up in arms about this, but I really don't think it's a thing. So let's read through it and then we'll talk about it. There's a motion before the court for Chad's case and Lori's case. The earlier cases, the charges that were for the conspiracy to conceal, destroy, and alter evidence, and for Chad, the other charges of actually concealing, destroying, or altering evidence. So, this is the motion. The state of Idaho, by and through the Madison County Prosecutor's Office, serving as special prosecutor for Fremont County, and pursuant to Idaho Code 193504 and the Idaho Criminal Rule 4882, hereby moves to dismiss the above captioned cases without prejudice to serve the ends of justice and for the effective administration of the court's business. That was submitted on July 28th. We also have a follow-up to that from the judge, this matter having come before the court on application of the prosecuting attorney and pursuant to Idaho Code 193504 and Idaho Criminal Rule 4882, is hereby ordered that the above captioned cases be dismissed without prejudice to serve the ends of justice and for the effective administration of the court's business. Alright, so the two cases, Chad's case and Lori's case, that concern the conspiracy to conceal evidence and the actual concealment of evidence charges for Chad, those have been dismissed without prejudice. Okay, they've just dropped them. They're gone. Not going to happen. Now, that's not really a big deal. Okay, those cases, they only had, a max penalty of 5 years per charge, something like that. They're really going to focus on the murder charges. Now that we've got the indictments from the grand jury, murder is on the table, first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, financial fraud, all that stuff. That's where the big guns are going to go. These charges are kind of irrelevant. All right, now these charges were very useful to get Chad and Lori in jail and to keep them there for the last year, but now it's time to focus on the real charges at hand. So these were dismissed. Not entirely surprising. We've talked about it in other live streams before that this might happen. So, it's okay. It's alright. But this means that they are really going to focus now on the murder charges, which is good. Alright, now moving on, there is some more stuff going on with the court. We had a motion for pro hac vice admission. This is simply adding Rachel Smith to the murder charged cases. Imagine that there were 4 cases against Chad and Lori. The original ones were the conspiracy to conceal evidence charges. Those are now gone. That's the original case that Rachel Smith was added to via the pro hac vice. But now they're just adding her as a formality to the new cases, the 2 murder cases. All right, I also expect to see a dismissal of the Madison County charges for Lori, which were contempt of court, that kind of stuff. That's probably going to go by the wayside as well. So this filing is just a motion to add Rachel Smith as via the pro hac vice motion to the current murder charges. All right, and so we have that from Lindsay Blake. And then we also have the response from the court. It says the court has considered the motion for pro hac vice filed on July 27th. Being fully advised in the premises, it's hereby ordered that Rachel Smith be admitted pro hac vice in this case, and that Lindsay Blake and Rob Wood, or an authorized Fremont County Deputy Prosecuting Attorney, serve as local counsel, whose attendance shall be required in all court proceedings in which Rachel Smith appears, unless specifically excused by the court. So, there you go. Rachel Smith is now added to the team for the murder charges as well. And the last filing that we're going to talk about, this one's interesting. All right, let's read through it. It says, order sealing state's motion and memorandum objecting to the entry of appearance of counsel and for finding of conflict. This is an order sealing a motion that we don't get to see from the state objecting to the notice of appearance of counsel and for finding of conflict. What is this about? Let's read it. It says, based on the state's motion to seal, Idaho Administrative Rules 32I-1 and 32I-2E, the inclusion of prior sealed findings by the magistrate court. Okay, the inclusion of prior sealed findings by the magistrate court. It is hereby ordered that the state's motion and memorandum objecting to counsel's entry of appearance and finding of a court is hereby sealed. It is so ordered. Now, the only thing that gives me a hint about what this is exactly is prior sealed findings by the magistrate court. Remember, we had that whole hearing a long time ago with the magistrate court about the conflict where Rob Wood, was saying that Mark Means had represented Chad and Lori, and that presented a conflict. They dealt with it then. It seemed like everything was okay. Is that a problem now? Is it coming up again? Quite possibly. So we're not going to get to see the motion. It is sealed by the court. We're going to wait and see what happens. Will there be a change of counsel? Are they going to address this? They'll probably have hearings that will also be sealed. If the motion's sealed, chances are the hearing will be sealed too. But we'll keep an eye on it, and we'll let you know what's happening. So that's all the news that there is for today. However, if anyone still needs a copy of the 2,500-page Chandler document dump, I do have them uploaded in Discord. If you're not a member of Discord and you need a copy of it, email me and I will find another way to get it to you. So, if you need it, just let me know. The only other thing to keep your eye on right now is that it's only a couple more days, actually until August 8th, I believe, until the state has to decide if they're going to pursue the death penalty or not. Now, what is your vote on that? Leave it down in the comments below. I'm thinking they're probably going to, because remember Rachel Smith. Remember what a powerhouse attorney this woman is. Look up her record. She has a lot of death penalty convictions. That is really her focus, and I don't think they would have her here if they weren't pursuing that. We're going to find out. We just have to wait maybe another week, so hang in there, and I'll let you know as soon as we know. Until then, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you soon.